A politically incorrect demon, a killer bunny rabbit, and a hot redhead with a river of clam chowder running between her thighs.
You're not a virgin, are you?
Oh yeah, fuck no. I'm 26. That ship sailed like decades ago.
Been sailing all through that thing.
Oh yeah, real salty.
Huh.
If I have your attention, listen up because we're giving away our last copies of Serial Rabbit 5. All you have to do is leave us suggestions in the comments below for articles or videos you want us to take apart. The best suggestions will get free copies of Serial Rabbit 5 and their own episode. So good luck, gentlemen, and happy hunting.
Hello everybody, Terrence Popp here with Donkulous.com, and good Pop showed up, and I have a feeling bad Pop will also. And why? You can't be an asshole all the time. Well, I can. At least I can be a dick by choice. But when it comes to you ladies, you have this shit on lockdown. And gentlemen, don't let the ladies fool you. They know where that switch is and they have control over it. And once they have you ipulated, as in manipulated, made a video about it, here it is. They will flip that switch all they want and you won't do shit. You think I'm lying? Go ahead. You know the drill. Pour yourself the menagerie of alcohol, because the longer I talk, the more sense I'm gonna make. Yeah. I know you guys are like, holy fuck, Pop. What are you doing with the lighting? What can I say? The blue just brings out the good Pop side in me. On the flip side of that blue tranquility, we have red, and it kind of looks like hell. With that being said, gentlemen, buckle up because we're going for one hell of a bipolar ride. Blue also reminds me of the feelings you get for your significant other, your woman, when you're out in public. Because when she's out in public, she is putting on a show, a demonstration for the ages. If they gave out Oscars for Best Actress to everyday women, your girlfriend would win them all. But all those trophies, they'd be made of hot dogs. Screen 5. Because when you're out in public, they're nice, they're courteous, they hold your hand, they're polite, your parents love them. Until you get them fucking home. As soon as you get her ass home, you think you're gonna get yourself a piece? No, no, no. Her facade melts like wax and she turns into a harpy, bitch. She was nice and friendly before, but now she's condescending, spiteful, and just downright mean. Situation number 2. You go out to dinner with your friends, and they are kind of well-to-do. She's gonna put on one hell of a show. And the more money they have, the better show it will be. You won't even cut your own steak. She'll be like, oh, I can do that for you, honey. She'll butter your bread, pour your water, maybe give you a handy under the table. But honey, I already ordered the clam chowder. Oh, never mind. Even if you didn't order the clam chowder, I'm sure everyone there likes a little cream in their coffee. Just kidding, gentlemen. Wives don't give handy under the table in a restaurant. That shit never happens. But when you get home, you gotta cut your steak, cut her steak, feed all the kids, mow the grass, cut down the trees, rake the leaves, shovel the snow, and do everything else she wants you to do. And why? Because of vagina. And if you ask her to do anything, this is what you get.
What am I, your slave? What am I, your maid? Patriarchy, feminism, space ghost.
Situation number 3. 4th of July, barbecues at your house, and you have all your friends over. Every little thing you do for her while your friends are over is going to be met with gratitude and thanks.
Honey, I'll get the charcoal. It's in the shed. It's a little heavy for you. I'll get the steak seasoning. It's on the top shelf. Don't worry about it. I got it handled.
She will thank you profusely, give you kisses, tell you how much she loves you, even give you a pinch on the ass. In the heat of the moment, gentlemen, you might be fooled. How do I know this? Because it happened to fucking me. My ex won all of the Oscar Mayer wieners, even the footlongs, and she'd give me that little pinch on the ass, and I'd be like, oh yeah, she loves me. And my little head would flutter like a pigeon having a heart attack. And you want to know why? Because I was stupid. But when you get home, your life turns right back into business as usual. Keeping up with the Joneses or Jamal. Did it get dark in here? She is never satisfied. The car is never big enough. The house is never big enough. She doesn't care how much debt you go into to make her happy. You could get up 2 hours before she does. Make sure the dishes are done, breakfast is cooked, the coffee's brewing before she even gets up. Well, honey, I thought I'd get up early, make you breakfast, and there's hot coffee right there, just pour it in the cup. And you know what she's going to say to you, gentlemen.
Oh, you emptied the dishwasher and you made breakfast and made the coffee? What do you want, a trophy? I do that every day. Wah.
Looks like somebody woke up on the wrong side of bed today. Hell, if you don't want to wake up on the wrong side of a refrigerator box tomorrow, you better get sucking. Do it now, screen 5.
Respect the cock. And tame the cunt.
Situation number 4 takes us into the political spectrum. Feminism. I'm gonna fucking throw up. These women have the hypothetical balls to get in front of the camera and tell the world that feminism is for everyone.
Feminism is for everybody.
Feminism is for men's rights too. Where would men be without feminism?
But, you call them to the carpet on it and you say, hey, explain to me why feminism is for men's rights. They can't fucking do it.
Feminism is really a movement that is about the liberation of women from the oppression of men.
Hooray! Another feminist have just declared feminism over.
You can prove to them beyond a shadow of a doubt that feminism is about hating men and crushing them under the wheels of bureaucracy. And they won't even try to debate you. They will blame and they will shame and they will call you names, and then they'll pull out the final wild card that women have been oppressed for centuries. Men are such evil ogres. That's why we invented medicine and techniques to keep you from dying in childbirth. And that is why we invented electricity and plumbing, your car, and everything else that makes your daily life easy. And then you pass judgment from your cushy little area that men are responsible for all of the ills of the world.
We need to kill all men.
And then you claim that the answer is socialism. Then you type up your socialism tweets on Twitter, which was invented by capitalism. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Capitalist men, screen 5. Scenario number 5 is actually an offshoot of number 4, but we as men have heard this 1,000 times. They say they're not feminists. They do not want to paint themselves with that brush. In fact, they'll claim to be egalitarians and they just want the equal treatment. But, I know you guys love that. They want equality right up until the point where they need something, right?
Will you walk me to my car?
No.
Why not?
You have a knife? Defend yourself. Space Ghost. Women want equality up until the point where the men are needed to open the pickle jar, and then patriarchy is all the rage. Women want equality right up until the point where they could possibly fall to their death while putting in iron girders, and then they're cool with letting men die on the job. Why do men and women look at equality so differently? It should really only have one standard.
I mow the grass this week, you mow the grass next week. I cook dinner tonight, and you cook dinner on Sunday.
That seems totally fair. Everyone's doing equal work for an equal outcome. But, we dudes know when the reality of the situation comes in and you get your true equality, you run away and hide.
Vice President Mike Pence has a policy. He is never left alone with another woman unless his wife is in attendance. And for that, liberals called him sexist right before they turned Me Too into a modern-day witch hunt. Who's laughing now? Be smart and buy the Pence Principle on Amazon today. A link is in the description.
And that brings us to number 6, which is my core motivation for doing this show. One of their favorite talking points when they're in front of the camera is to tell you to your face, feminism doesn't want to take your kids away.
Feminists do not want you to lose custody of your children. The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy.
But, we live in the information age, honey. We know what's going on, even when you think the cameras are off.
Studies do exist indicating that equal time sharing is troublesome.
There's absolutely no part of that sentence that is true.
If feminism doesn't want to take away our kids, why do you fight us at 50-50 custody at every goddamn turn? Oh, that's right, silly me. You want the check, you want the money. Even if it means filling the prisons, nuthouses, and cemeteries with the fatherless at breakneck speed. But feminism is for everyone, right? Space Ghost. Scenario number 7. You cannot be up her ass 24/7. You need to have your own due time. And she needs her chick time. That's the way it fucking works. And you know what, gentlemen, and the few ladies out there, that's called healthy. And it doesn't matter what you read on the goddamn market tabloid bullshit.
I know he needs his guy time. He can do whatever he wants. I trust him.
Oh, you trust him, baby, right up until the point where his key hits the ignition. And gentlemen, I hope your phone is charged and you're not being tracked by GPS. Because if you put your phone on vibrate and you check it a couple hours later, it's gonna be jam-packed with texts and voicemails, all saying the same thing. Where you at? You're not allowed to have any holes in your schedule, because if you do, she's gonna think you're out filling holes, and then she'll use that as an excuse to cheat on you, and it'll be all your fault. Oh, but she trusts you, right? Wah? Yeah, fuck off. Scenario number 8. And there's a lot of dudes out there who are gonna hate me for bringing this up, but I have to talk about it. And gentlemen, if you have a good job and you're a good provider, she's gonna be,
I love him. I married him for love. Money doesn't matter.
But as soon as you lose your job, your name is mud. You're not providing for the family, you're a lazy bum, the pussy dries up, and soon she'll be fucking gone. And you know what comes next, right, gentlemen? You're gonna get blamed for all of it. That is, if all of her friends and family can understand her, you know, with all those dicks in her mouth, screen 5. I will bet you this quarter that there's 100 dudes watching this video who got the double kick to the junk as soon as they lost their fucking job. Scenario number 9, those same women who married for love, oh, they'll never cheat on you, right? She won't cheat on you right up until the point where the FedEx guy trips and falls on the front step of your house and then falls onto your wife in her bed, filling up all her orifice with his penis. Kind of sounds like a rapper name, doesn't it? Didn't she get dark in here? And when you come home and you find the FedEx guy filling all her holes like a job application, she's gonna blame it all on you and say it's all your fault. In fact, I made a video about that. Here it is. Scenario number 10. Those same women who will be faithful to you and never cheat on you and married for love, they'll never divorce you, right? And why is that? Because they don't believe in divorce. They're in it for the long haul. Not only does she convince you to make it work, she will make it work all the way up until the point she crosses that magic 10-year threshold. If you were so unfortunate as to put in your 10 years in Azkaban, there's really nothing you can do about it. It is on like Donkey Kong, because that Alice Isn't Horny money is gonna fall like rain. But you can be an evil genius like this guy. This gentleman took a chainsaw and he gave her half of everything. The house, the car, the appliances, 50-50 down the middle. Dude, if you're out there watching this video, this is a toast to you. Alright. Isn't it ironic that we have a plethora of these faithful, loyal women out there who don't believe in divorce? Then 80% of them file for divorce. What the hell? Color me shocked. In fact, color me red.
Uncle Nick goes back to college to fuck beautiful women and hand in essays of truth. Essays that not only piss off the fictional professors and libtards in his world, but are causing real-world feminists to lose their minds. Get the book that's filled so many leftist pants with shit and pick up Burning the Midnight on Amazon today. A link is in the description.
Scenario number 11. Say you're not even married, you're just in a long relationship. Sooner or later, the subject of children is going to come up. And when that time comes, there are 2 things that all men at some point have heard. Number 1,
I can't have children. I'm barren. I had a bad parachute accident and my uterus shot out like a Nerf ball.
Who knew? Lucky guess. Oh man, am I fucked. Or number 2, which is the nuclear option.
Go ahead and hit it raw because I'm on the pill.
Because we all know what happens next, gentlemen, right? You come home from work. She throws the pregnancy test at you and it's positive. Then she looks you right in the eye and goes, "It's a miracle. Get out of here."
We're going to keep this baby because it's a miracle, and I need you to support me for the next 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state we live in.
Isn't it amazing that we have this war on women going on, but men are the only ones that don't have a choice once a baby enters the picture? I know some of my lady fans out there are going, "Oh my God, Pop, I would never do that." Well, 42 out of 100 of you did. Links in the description. Now we have scenario 12. She will tell you, your friends, or your family that she's with you till the end and she's there to enrich your life. Right up until the point where she goes full Mexican on your ass and makes you so enraged, you yell at her, "Oh shit, run." That, gentleman, is a one-way ticket right to jail because you're a big guy and you're so scary and intimidating. What? You don't even have to lay a finger on her because she can always lie and say you did, or she could do this. Thank God this stupid bitch had her friend recording this, because if she didn't, that dude would still be in jail. Scenario number 13. Lucky 13, but there's nothing lucky about this number, gentlemen. This woman will talk you up like you're the best thing since sliced bread to your friends and family. But, when she's talking to her friends and her family, it's a completely different story. She will talk such mad trash about you. You could do nothing right, everything you do is fucked up, and she's feeding the garden of excuses to use against you in the divorce. The amount of shit that our exes have made up about us, I'm shocked that any of us made it out alive. But, there's another layer to this kind of bullshit, and it's very insidious. And you'll think it's a compliment, but it's not. Let's just say, gentlemen, you're one of the rare exceptions who has a female friend that you've known since you were knee-high to a grasshopper, and she's like a sister to you. There is no sexual attraction whatsoever. That does not matter to your significant other, because that friend of yours is a threat in her eyes. Your significant other is going to talk vile, mad trash to your friends, your chick friends, about how good you are in bed. And if you're a young dick-thinking individual, you're going to take it as a compliment. You're going to be like, oh wow, she loves me. You're an idiot! What she is doing is she is asserting her dominance over your chick friends and making it clear that they are not welcome.
Bitch to king 4.
Checkmate.
And number 14, if you've been with her long enough, sooner or later, she's going to ask you for money. As if paying for everything wasn't enough. You have to wine her, dine her, and occasionally you get to 69er. Now she wants you to loan her money. What the hell do I look like? The Monopoly man? Space Ghost. But, we all know you're gonna do it, gentlemen, especially if it's early on in the relationship and that pussy is oh so good. You've done it, I've done it.
I did it.
See, we've all done it. And you wanna know why? We're fucking stupid. And we're thinking with the wrong head up until about 34, and he has access to the wallet.
We figure abortion clinics are a good place to meet loose women. Why else would they be here unless they like to fuck?
Right.
And this takes place with her head right around here. She's looking up at you, and she's speaking only in vowels as she promises to pay you back. What? Oh, just keep going, that's good. And that is how you get ipulated, gentlemen, because we all know what happens next. Say you're the individual who lost his job, and you loan some money to your chick friend, and you're like, hey, I lost my job, I need that money back because I gotta pay my rent. And this is what's gonna happen. That money? Oh, well, I need to have my nails done, and this is expensive to maintain. That money, gentlemen, is long gone. Just write it off now. In fact, whenever you loan money to a woman, write it in the ledger, gift, because you're never getting that fucking money back. Or, and this is my favorite way of doing it, if you have to loan a woman money, take it out in trade. Because if you're gonna get fucked, might as well get fucked, screen 5. And this last scenario, for me at least, is the straw that breaks the camel's back. In fact, this is a primary test if I'm going to keep that woman around for any length of time at all. When she looks you in the eyes and says, you can trust me, you can tell me anything because I can keep a secret. I'm sure you can keep a secret, baby, but the secret I'm going to tell you, it's not a secret, it's a test. But if you tell her something that's even the slightest bit juicy, everyone is going to know, including your mother. Her friends, her family, her frenemies, the frenemies of her frenemies, and her stylist are all going to know your business. Even the Vietnamese chick who doesn't speak English that has the cheese grater on your heel, she's going to know. All right, how much I owe you?
I hear you have a mole on your cock.
Jesus Christ! We all know what happens after that. You go to jail, everyone knows your business, you got to move out of town, and maybe you hang yourself. And sometimes for the real unfortunate souls out there, all of the above. Nothing is sacred, gentlemen. If you want to keep something a secret, keep it to yourself and never tell it to another woman. Ever.
I've got the plague.
Don't worry, it's treatable. Being a bitch, though. Nothing we can do about that.
And that wraps up this episode of Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, and oh, what a bitch. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I say the truth is fucking priceless. But if you have some pocket change jingling around, check out the links below, Patreon and PayPal. Send us a couple bucks because this shit's expensive. And you want to know what else is expensive? Vodka. I'm almost out. This is the flavored stuff. Oh, it's okay. And if you don't want to kick in anything, that's fine. We do have some great redonkulous swag at patrolbase.net. Check it out. And if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when we make new videos. And if you don't, that's fine. I've already told everyone your secrets anyway, and your bank teller's gonna have a surprise for you. Enjoy. I was in the army. We had a guy who like spend half the night running in his bed. He'd be on his side. He'd wake up, and he was skinny as a rail. He's like, I eat all the time and I can't gain any weight. I'm like, because you run all night in your sleep. Our platoon guy's like, why don't you just turn around and fight whatever it is you're running from, and then maybe you'll gain some weight.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's probably still running in his sleep. If he's still alive.